coming to all the research that you've done, there's probably a few common findings of, boy, we see a lot of X, Y, and Z. You already kind of alluded to that with body composition improving and energy improving. But can you maybe state what some of the most impactful findings you're seeing as people adhere to these changes that you're recommending?
Well, what I want to mention is that because of my research, we've seen more and more of my early papers being cited in the literature now hundreds of times. And we now have had 12 dietary intervention studies that have been conducted in the study of multiple sclerosis. And in neurology, which is the highest impact journal that has publishes research in the study of MS, January 24th, Dr. Snutzler published what's called a network meta-analysis, which combines all these studies and then looks at their effect on fatigue, their effect on physical quality of life, and on mental quality of life. And there were 8 diets that were looked at: a low-fat diet, the paleo diet, Mediterranean diet, ketogenic diet, calorie-restricted diet, fasting diets, and the usual diet. And what they found was that there were 3 diets that reduced fatigue: the paleo diet, Mediterranean diet, and low-fat diet. And there were 2 diets that improved quality of life, both the mental health and physical health quality of life. And that was the paleo diet and the Mediterranean diet. And then when you look at something called the forest plots, and the forest plots are a lovely image where you have a line that says the intervention neither favors the intervention nor favors the control. If everything's on the right side that favors the intervention, including the error bars, you know that this intervention is definitely helpful. If the error bars cross over into favoring control, then it may or may not be helpful. And it also let us put the effectiveness relative to each dietary intervention. Now what Dr. Snutzler reported is that, because it's so elegant, because you can see the size of the impact. The paleo diet is the most impactful for fatigue, followed by the Mediterranean diet, followed by the low-fat diet. For quality of life, the paleo diet is most effective, and the Mediterranean diet is about half as effective, but still effective overall. And then the other thing that was so exciting, Michael, is that they had an editorial written by 3 other dietary researchers, big names in the field, who said, there is good evidence that diet reduces fatigue, improves quality of life, if you're following one of these diets, the paleo or Mediterranean diet. And what's in common is they recommend getting rid of added sugars, processed foods, eating more vegetables, having adequate protein, having healthy fats, nuts and seeds. And then they went on to say everyone should go see a nutrition professional and should be encouraged to improve their diet, honoring their culinary preferences, cultural preferences, religious preferences, and what they and their family could embrace. In that a paleo diet, Mediterranean diet, these are good diets to use.